Welcome to Western Perspective, I'm Luke Derrick. The annual Royal Show has hit the ground running at Claremont Showgrounds, with young and old Western Australians packing the gates hoping to enjoy rides, show bags, petting animals and learning about agriculture in rural areas. Although it has been a showstopper for over 100 years, has the event lost the balance between fun and agricultural education? The Royal Agriculture Society WA CEO Robin Sermon joins us this week to talk about this year's Royal Show, its relevance and its mission in this post-pandemic era.
Thanks for your time. Congratulations on your appointment. What are your first priorities?
To actually have an amazing 2022 Perth Royal Show.
The Royal Show is getting ahead this weekend. In fact, it's already underway. So, given that the response, what are you hoping for?
Oh, look, I just hope that Western Australians come out and really support the show, that they have a great day out, that they get to learn a little bit about agriculture, that they get to try some of our new exhibits and learn a little bit more, and then they have a great family day out with the rides and the show bags and the evening entertainment.
Show bags and rides are constantly the 99 focus of any children in this state. How can you make sure that there's going to be a balance between fun and education?
Look, the beauty of the Royal Show is it appeals to lots of different people. So some people come for the rides and the show bags. Lots and lots of people come for the animals. About 80% of people come to the animal nursery, and that's bigger than ever before this year, so that's fantastic. And lots of families come to really learn a lot about farming. We've got some big trucks in here this year. You can follow Lucy the sheepdog around Adventure Hill, and we've got amazing exhibits teaching you about where your food and fibre comes from.
Pet farm is definitely something that everyone loves to enjoy, even children. Do you expect to still draw many crowds, just as usual? Oh
yeah, absolutely. So as I said, the animal nursery is a favourite of everybody. We know most people that come to the show do come to the animal nursery. And you can pat a pig, you can love a lamb, you can feed a goat. It's a really great experience for a lot of kids who may not get that experience elsewhere.
Does it bridge the gap between city people and farming people? Because at this point, I don't want to say this, but the Royal Show, unfortunately, is the only, or the only fair income platform at the moment where city and farm people can actually have a good time.
Yeah, look, I think that, increasingly with generations, people have less to do with farming. So this is a great opportunity for people who don't get the opportunity to have an uncle or an aunt or family member on a farm to come and learn. There's lots of farmers here. Lots of people volunteer their time, whether they bring their sheep or their cattle, and it's a great opportunity for people to talk to those farmers about their experience. So I think it is a great bridge.
Does it break the stigma that farmers are always rich?
Look, I grew up on a farm and I don't think that's quite the stigma. Look, WA has had some great years, but farming comes in all shapes and sizes, from horticultural growers of strawberries and carrots right through to broadacre farmers, through to oyster farmers in the southwest in aquaculture. So there is all sorts of sizes and shapes of farming, and I think that's one of the messages we want to get across, is that farming is not just about big headers and broadacre crops. It's about all the diversity that is agriculture and where your food and your clothing can come from.
Okay, now young people, particularly this year for Royal Show, what's your message to them? And most importantly, apart from this visit and having rides again, what should they be focusing on?
Oh, look, I think show is what you want to make it, whether you're young, whether you're old. I was just listening, there was an 85-year-old that went on one of our rides last week. So, look, it's fantastic. The show is what you make of it, but the most important thing is to come out and be part of it, explore an area of the show you might not have before, and check out Lucy the sheepdog on Adventure Hill, because I think that's going to be a really exciting part of the show this year.
What about parents? What's your advice to them?
Prepare for a long day and to prepare for some quiet kids, but by the time you head home. But look, I think there is lots to do and see. There's 101 free activities at the show, so you can have a really great day out without spending lots of money. Also, for people in their 20s or 30s, we have an after 5 o'clock ticket this year, so you can come down, get $20 to go through the gate and have dinner and a show. And the entertainment this evening is going to be fantastic. There's great local food on offer, great local wines and beers, and the entertainment in the evening is going to be spectacular with drones as well as fireworks.
And now, here is AMA WA spokesman Dr. Andrew Miller with his weekly COVID-19 update and medical commentary.
Thanks very much for your time. I hope you're enjoying your long weekend, and whatever the President of the United States says, this pandemic is not over in a health sense. So what does that mean? Well, it means new technologies in the terms of vaccines going forward. We're getting intranasal vaccines, we're getting vaccines with more than one type of virus being prevented by them. The original and the Omicron strain with what's called the bivalent vaccine coming forward soon. Why is it important? Well, because there are other variants now emerging to get around the vaccinations that we've already had, and the death rate and the long COVID rates across the country are still very high. There's a lot of people suffering at the moment who have not recovered the way that they hoped that they would from their initial bout of COVID, or their second bout, or their third bout, or their fourth bout. And what we don't want to do is end up with a large proportion of the population who are disabled, because we all want to be able to have fun, we all want to be free, we all want to be able to work. So the best way to do that is to remain healthy by preventing the spread of this disease. So wear a mask when you're in crowded indoor locations, and hopefully we'll follow the Singaporeans, the Americans and the Canadians, and get our under fives and our vaccinated soon, and our over fives also another booster going forward. But it's very much not over. We don't need to be pessimistic about it, but we do need to still do some work. Thanks very much for your time.
And that's Western Perspective for this week. We'll be back again next time, but for now, it's back to you, Ivan and Millie.
Thanks, Luke. And now, here is Leo with what's coming up on 6 News tonight.
Thanks, Justin. On 6 News exclusive, the AFP still investigating a former LNP candidate accused of lying to the AUC about where he was living. Now 6 News can reveal the house is up for sale. Also, is the UAP really dead? We fact-check claims spreading on social media after the party was voluntarily deregistered. And what next for Joel Selwood? The Geelong skipper speaks out as the decision looms on his future, following the Cats' 81-point thrashing of Sydney in the AFL Grand Final. You can see full details on those stories and plenty more by heading to our YouTube channel. Just search 6 News AU to find us, or head to our website, 6newsau.com. For now, though, guys, it is back to you.
Thanks, Leo, and that's our report for this week. We have the latest news on our website, wamnnews.com.au.
Don't forget to subscribe to the WAMN Extra News Club so we can continue our work in the community. Full details on wamnews.com.au/news/extra. From Melly and myself, wish you good health, good night. See you next Sunday.
Thanks for watching.